I've sat across from hundreds of couples who say the same thing in their own unique way. Something like, we're good, but not great. The love is still there, but something underneath just isn't working. It's clear they haven't stopped loving each other. They didn't suddenly fall out of attraction. But when we start unpacking the dynamics of what's going on in the day-to-day, it's never really just one dramatic thing, but instead the accumulation of 1,000 little things. Maybe you can relate. The kinds of things like the bills never stopping, the kids who need rides to 3 different activities, the overtime at work that leaves you depleted, a mother-in-law whose diagnosis has the whole family on edge, and all those stresses piling up until the relationship starts to feel like another obligation on the list instead of a source of relief, instead of something you can rest into. There are these tiny misunderstandings or unspoken disappointments that start to weave in a kind of a distance. And if that distance isn't tended to, it quietly grows. I call it marriage 1.0, this version that we all begin with. It's built on chemistry and the timing, and a lot of it is built on familiarity. It's a beautiful thing, that beginning phase of any relationship. But it isn't enough to sustain love through all of life's demands. At some point, every couple is invited into what I call marriage 2.0, where the real work begins. Marriage 2.0 is a lot about awareness and repair and emotional growth. It's about learning how to stay in the conversation even when it's uncomfortable and intense. Here's the part that nobody really tells you. The very things that drive you crazy about your partner, the arguments that never seem to end, the walls that go up, the moments you feel unseen or unheard, they are rarely just about today. They're echoes of your earliest experiences of love. So if your mom was critical, feedback from your partner can end up feeling like some sort of an attack. If your dad was distant, you may have married someone who pulls away when things get hard, leaving you working overtime for just scraps of connection. And then one day, you catch yourself staring across the room at your partner, wondering, with all these issues, am I even in the right relationship? Did I somewhere along the line make a big mistake? More often than not, your partner is a perfect match for your unconscious patterns. And unless these patterns are brought into light and healed, they'll follow you into the next relationship too. That's the doorway into marriage 2.0. It begins when you stop blaming and complaining and start asking deeper questions. Things like, what's this pattern showing me? Or when this issue comes up, this argument we always seem to get caught in, what does it remind me of? How can we repair instead of repeat? The love at first sight certainly grabs your attention, but love at second sight, that's the love that sees clearly. That's the kind of love that understands the hidden roots beneath the surface. That's the love that lasts. Marriage 2.0 isn't about fixing your partner. It's about seeing the truth of your connection and choosing to grow together. Love at second sight. That's the one that lasts. And if you'd like to dive into this topic even more deeply, subscribe. These are the kind of topics that we dive into here on this YouTube channel.